I thank you for taking out time from your holiday to tune into my apology and my self-dedication to Black women and healthcare. I've been shaken and moved to be better.
I really like Jackie, but this apology is lacking from me.
I take absolutely no joy in the cancellation of another Black woman. However, this is bigger than her being a Black woman.
Even though she's a Black woman, even though she has been in the medical space and had to put her life in the hands of other doctors who may or may not have listened to her, Dr. Jackie does not understand the pure anguish and anxiety and fear that comes with being a Black woman having to give birth here in America.
We don't want advice from you right now. I want to know that you genuinely know you were wrong, and why were you wrong?
We're always expected to do more, be more, endure more, and when we need help, there is none for us. And when we're in pain, physical pain, and we go to our healthcare professionals and they assume we're being dramatic, enraged me so bad that all I could do was cry.
You shouldn't have said it. You should say, I no longer think that way. I don't think Black women are being dramatic. Like, I hate this.
And I'm telling you, God works in mysterious ways. God wanted us to know who she really was.
As a Black woman, I definitely forgive her. But it's just a matter of, can I trust her?
I'm standing 10 toes down that she needs to be canceled. And I'm not saying that with malice for Dr. Jackie. I'm saying that with love for my sisters.
I'm going to ask for a moment of silence.
It's Justin Diego back with another binge-worthy video. And I can't believe y'all got me here working on Christmas Eve, but I have a major update on my last video where I talked about this situation that has people calling for Dr. Jackie to be canceled. Now that Dr. Jackie has posted her official apology video, we're gonna listen to the full apology, and then I'm gonna talk about what happens next.
Happy holidays to you and yours. I'm taking a much needed pause to address comments that I made during a 2020 live interview with one of my castmates. First and most importantly, to Black women and mothers, including your friends, families, and the medical community who cares for you. Because my words left you hurt and feeling unsupported, I want you to know I hear you, I see you, I believe you, and I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I am brokenhearted over this. The guilt and reality that I have hurt and offended people, especially Black women, and some of my own patients, pains me to my core. As I look back over the 2-hour video again and again, I admit that I used the wrong words and descriptions to properly convey my concerns regarding maternal mortality related to women of color. But the fact is, we must do more because we are still dying more. If I could say it all over again, here's how I'd say it. When experiencing a health matter, keep a log of your concerns and symptoms so that you can provide them accurately to your physician. Have a buddy system, someone who can advocate for you when you're with a physician, especially when pregnant. Know that a second and third opinion is not just sometimes warranted, but necessary. I thank you for taking out time from your holiday to tune into my apology and my self-dedication to Black women and healthcare. I've been shaken and moved to be better.
I can't stay, I need to say what's on my mind. We fuss and fight, yeah, all night. This is insane. No more games. I don't care if you don't want it. No more warnings. I can't pretend this is the end.
We don't want advice from you right now. I want to know that you genuinely know you were wrong, and why were you wrong? You know, if you had to say it all over again, you shouldn't have said it. You should say, I no longer think that way. I don't think Black women are being dramatic.
And this is really hard, y'all, because I'm not a Black woman, but I know that a lot of you guys watch my channel, and I know that binge-worthy would be nothing without your love and support. So I want what y'all want. So I'm gonna share my thoughts, but I'm 100% okay with being checked if I'm wrong on this. Because listen, I get it, but I never really actually wanted Dr. Jackie to be canceled over this, and for me, that still hasn't changed. When that video showed up online, all I really wanted was for her to talk about how her words hurt so many Black women, and she just did that. Now, I don't like the fact that the comments have been disabled, but I do think that her apology was heartfelt, and I appreciate the fact that she actually sat down and actually got in front of the camera in an attempt to make things right. I also just really want to believe that the Dr. Jackie that we know and sometimes, don't completely love on the show, but respect as an actual doctor, would never intentionally hurt anyone. And I just hope that this whole situation was a wake-up call, not just for her, but every single other doctor all over the world. Because if you think you're gonna be able to sit around and play with our Black women, you wrong. You dead wrong. But to be honest, it was never really me that Dr. Jackie needed to be afraid of. It's y'all that have been dragging her through the streets by her ponytail about this apology. Talking about, I know she was kicking and screaming before she decided to do it with the eye roll emoji. And she's crying wolf right now. Cancel her! Before another Married to Medicine fan responded, the apology really should have been first before trying to explain that it was taken out of context. And this shady binge watcher didn't play with Dr. Jackie talking about 2023 is out here exposing and canceling everybody with the crying laughing face emojis and the throwing up deuce sign emojis. And my good sis kept it all the way real talking about there are some Black people who get in certain positions and forget that they are Black themselves, ! She said what she said before this one mama stood on business saying, as a current pregnant African-American woman, Miss Mamas and that apology can go to hell. Yeah, it's safe to say that a lot of you guys aren't buying Dr. Jackie's apology and are still holding her to the fire, but there are some fans that have extended Dr. Jackie some grace. Tweeting, I was all for Dr. Jackie getting her lashes for the comments she made in that video, but people coming out lying, trying to ruin her business is completely asinine. And I'm gonna stick by Dr. Jackie and give her grace. I hope she learned from this.
Okay, they were sisters.
Before Tamar Braxton was like, aye, y'all. You're gonna have to let her stand up, stop pulling her hair. Responded, we not gonna act like Dr. Jackie isn't a great doctor. Y'all are dragging it. She's been looking after my body since I was 18. She delivered Tony's kids, Trina's kids, Tawanda's kids, and Logan. Y'all doing a lot now. And Tamar, baby, you're really not helping the case, girl, because people are saying that, of course, the elite, get taken care of, but the issue was with the Black women who can't afford. Tamar, please. She ain't a diva. And I was really happy to see Kandi finally say something, since Dr. Jackie is her actual doctor, also sharing the apology to her own story with the caption that read, I stand with Dr. Jackie. She's an amazing doctor. Go to her page to hear the full apology. Before another Married to Medicine fan tweeted, loving seeing Dr. Jackie taking on full accountability without deflecting or making excuses, and you can feel the sincerity pouring out of her. This is how you address controversies off the show in an organic and transparent way. And this is much better and clearly more heartfelt, whether she read it off a prompter or not, child. I'm glad she gave a much more genuine effort before the week ended. Wait, is that shade or do you really have Dr. Jackie's back? Because I can't tell with that tweet, boy. I really don't think that Bravo is actually going to fire Dr. Jackie over this, and I don't really think that she should lose her license over this either. Like, come on, y'all.
wake the hell up.
I just really hope that she decides to truly do better after this, because the fact of the matter is we need our Black doctors, and I don't want to live in a world where we can't trust that our own Black doctors have our backs. Now, before I go, I want to say thank you to all of my binge watchers that shared your heartfelt stories in the comments on my last video. I really did not know how serious this situation really was until I heard your stories about your own maternal experiences. And I'm just so sorry that it's been so traumatizing, and I hope that this apology from Dr. Jackie in some way helps restore your faith in our amazing Black women doctors. And I really, really, really hope that this situation gets better. And I'm actually gonna close this video with this powerful video that I ended my last video with from Dr. Shan, because I love her message about how your experiences are valid.
One of the things that being a physician has taught me is that no two patients are the same. A patient that you might think is quote unquote dramatic is a patient who is going through something that they have never experienced in their life, and they are scared. It is not lost on me that I am taking care of patients who look like me, feel like me, and have the same complaints as me. And as someone who has been in spaces where I feel like my voice is not being heard or that no one is listening to me, I know that I have to be mindful about how I take care of my patients and what I do and say to them. To hear another Black woman doctor say that Black women are dramatic is very disappointing. As physicians, we are taking care of patients in their most vulnerable state, and patients look to us for a level of comfort and trust. And we have to be mindful of the type of rhetoric that we push, especially a rhetoric that we have fought so hard to push back on, and that we know has been hindering our care and causing our morbidity and mortality to be high. I am blessed to be in a position where I can advocate for my patients and ensure that they know that their voices are being heard, and that no matter what emotion they come in with, that it is valid and that I will always address it.
I kinda feel betrayed, this feel like treason. You ain't ruined for the whole team, it's my season. Switching out the blue now, while I've been greening. Oh, you can stand now, I stand out. I got all these people on me on the